Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Allison and I have a new Cricut designed layout for you today. I played along with, I had to think for a second, I already forgot what it was that I played along with. Paper Issues has a Scrap Lift Sunday challenge once a week, every week, and every Sunday a new scrap lift is posted to their group on Facebook. And I decided to play along this time. I really liked the strips, the repeating strips that went down the page. I'll include the link to their group on Facebook so you know what it is I'm talking about. I didn't get a screenshot of the original layout, but in the original layout, there were repeating fringe strips of pattern paper cascading down the layout base. And I really, really liked it. And then the picture and title and everything else was layered over top of it. That cascading waterfall of pattern paper was really only in the very center of the page. I expanded mine so it spanned the majority of my 12 by 12 layout base. And I decided to cut strips of Floral Borders with my Cricut, all from white cardstock, because I wanted to make it a mixed media layout. So what I did was pulled out my watercolor paints. I did this at the very beginning of the video so you saw what I was doing. But I painted each of the strips really messily. I wanted to make sure there was white spots through the borders in peach and sort of a darker pinky peachy, almost corally kind of color, and then I did red, and I just repeated that down the page. There is white there as well, so it goes white, peach, coral, red, and then back to white, all the way down the page. I wanted to stick with colors that were reminiscent of watermelon. I don't know I had watermelon in my brain because I'm scrapbooking rhubarb, but it works for rhubarb as well because rhubarb is red. So I stuck with colors that were reminiscent of that fruit. So that's where my color scheme came from. I decided to map my photo on some scrap papers that were lying on my desk. So there's a green close to my heart pattern paper that I used, as well as one from another project that I made just the other day. So I used those two papers to map behind my photo. They were also cut at 2 by 3 inches, which is the same as the photo. And then they were layered behind it askew so that it just makes it, so they peek out a little bit and then it makes it look a little bit bigger than it actually is. I did add some more of that sticker washi tape from a retired close to my heart embellishment pack that I have. I'm really enjoying using them, and I'm really, really enjoying using them as if they were washi tape. I really want to buy some more. So the next time I am able to do some scrappy shopping, that is on my wish list. It's at the top of my wish list. The next thing I'm working on is my title. I had a lot of fun putting this title together. I cut it with my Cricut, but I broke the word unbelievable up into 3 sections. So the word believe is a different color and font as the rest of the title. It's more of a script font, whereas the un and able is more of a like a block font. I think it's the Cricut Sans font is what it was, honestly. I adhered them with foam squares to the layout as well as the word believe. So the entire title becomes unbelievable. And the reason I chose unbelievable is because I wanted to tell the story of how your personal tastes change as you grow and get older. I was a picky eater. I still am very much a picky eater. But there are some foods now and some things that I will eat that I wouldn't eat when I was a kid. One of them being rhubarb. I absolutely love it. And this rhubarb was gifted to me by a friend of mine, and I was so excited to bake it into different things, which is what I did. So that was the story that I wanted to tell with this layout. Here's my journaling. I made my strips again just by using a pencil and a straight edge ruler to mark lines. I wrote my journaling in between those lines and then I cut them out with a pair of scissors, and those are being layered over my watercoloring just with liquid glue to be sure that they stay put. I did embellish my layout as well with florals, of course. I cut the centers of the daisies from the same colors as in the rest of the layout. So I've got red, coral, and peach. I also wanted to pull in some Tim Holtz phrase stickers, and I found a couple that worked really, really well to relate to the story that I was trying to tell. And of course, I have hand stitching on this layout too. I really hummed and hawed over whether I wanted to stitch over the floral borders in the colors that I wanted to use in this layout, so the peach, coral, and red, or if I wanted to do something else. Nothing else in this layout really would have supported the stitching, so I added stitching to the top left and the bottom right corners of the layout base, and I think that's perfect to frame everything and contain it all within an imaginary box. That's my layout, my friends. Here's the close-ups. I hope you enjoyed my video today, and I hope you enjoyed my layout. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. You will find this layout in the Cricut community very soon. Once I get it posted, you'll be able to create it for yourself as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you haven't already subscribed, maybe consider doing that. All you need to do is hit the bell and hit subscribe as well. I will be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.